The most compliments I've gotten is on my SBs. When I wear my Halloween or Night of Mischief SB, when I wear my P-Rod SB, my Street Hawker. That's the most compliments I've gotten. And a lot of those compliments were from people who you could tell weren't even in the sneakers, like middle-aged people or older people, or, you know what I'm saying, some dudes with some BS on their feet. I never really got any compliments wearing Jordans, and I probably really won't ever. You know what I'm saying? There'll probably be very few. And the reason why is because of how many pairs they make. They make way more pairs of Jordans and restock Jordans way more times than they do Nike SBs. Like, Nike SBs don't restock. Let's be real, let's be honest. Some Dunks have restocked, but as far as like the SBs, they really don't restock. I know we got a few random restocks of like the orange label, and I think the orange lobsters restocked like some months ago, but that does not happen often. We know often that when a Jordan releases, especially a GR, if it sells out or bigger sizes sells out, it's going to restock multiple times. We saw that with the Legend Blues or Columbia 11s, whatever you want to call them. We saw that with the Black Hat 3s. We've seen that with the Metallic 5s. We've seen that with the Flu Games. We've seen that with the Cool Gray 9s. We've seen that with the Black Toe 4. Pretty much every release that's released this year, we've seen restocks. But all the Nike SBs, we've not seen any restocks. That could sum everything up. If you don't care to hear anything else I have to say in this video, that alone should tell you. Name a Nike SB restock that you've seen. And I'm not talking about SB4s. I'm not talking about SB4s. I'm talking about the Rodeo Cowboy Dunk, which they kept pushing back and playing with. I'm talking about the Riot SB, the CSEF Dunk, the SB that just recently released, the Matcha SB. Where are the restocks? Where are the restocks? And on top of there not being restocks, you can only get them from your local skate shop, through the sneakers app, or through a skate shop online. That's it. Jordans aren't important to me anymore. They're not. Now, for some reason, man, not for some reason, because I already know the game they play, but the algorithm does not push out my videos. It's crazy. You get more views on shorts than I do on my actual content. But I recently showed you, if you watched that video, and if you didn't, go ahead and check it out. I recently sold some more sneakers. I sold 2 pairs of Air Max 90s, and I sold a pair of Jordan 1s, right? And I showed some looks of the early sneakers they had. They had the UNC Jordan 1s. They had the white cement 4s. They had the grape 5s. They had the rare Air 3s. And the only pair that I'm looking to go after is the white cement 4s for this month. Obviously, I'm going to get the grape 5s, but the white cement 4s, man, I passed up on the Bread 11 lows. I'm passing on the UNCs. I'm passing on the rare Airs. I'm passing on the CO, whatever they are. Of course, you're going to have those few Jordans that are a little bit limited, right? But still, they're still making more pairs, even on the limited. Like the Brick by Brick Jordan 4, that sneaker was not limited. And the fakes are crazy. The reps are crazy. Crazy close. The first few batches that came out weren't good, but they perfected those. I wouldn't even blame somebody if they went out there and got a foo-foo pair. Or an unauthentic pair, because who cares at the end of the day? Everybody has that shoe on. And when we say everybody, we don't mean everybody, but we mean the people who consider themselves sneakerheads, who are really into sneakers and gotta have the hottest release. You know those sneakerheads that whatever the hottest release of the year is, they gotta have it. Whatever the most anticipated, the most talked about, they gotta have it. All those dudes are gonna have it on feet. Same thing with the white cement 4s. Everybody's gonna have what does somebody look like complimenting you on a white cement 4? When it's a major GR and everybody wants them. Why is somebody gonna compliment? Only thing somebody can compliment is how you put it together. But people aren't gonna do that. People don't really say, oh man, I like how you put that together, man. And at the end of the day, this video is not to say that I want everybody to like what I'm wearing and compliment me on what I'm wearing. That is not what this video is about, man. This video is just about, I'm going to get into it. What you get, the price point and what you get. So paying $125 to $135 for an SB, I'm getting extra laces. I'm getting a cool story behind it. There is no cool story behind Jordan Retros except, oh, he scored 45 points. He scored this many points. He won a championship. So what? Who cares? So what? Who cares? That shit don't matter to me anymore because Jordan Brand doesn't care about us. Jordan Brand does not care about the community. He does not care about the less fortunate children. He does not care about the kids in the hood that are rocking his sneakers, that are robbing people, or that are saving up allowance money, that are, you know what I'm saying, going broke to purchase all of his releases, that could barely afford to buy them, but they just gotta have them. You don't care about those people. But you know who does care about the people? The skateboard community. The skateboard community, because there's a story. If you don't follow, go ahead and follow Nike Skateboarding on YouTube, man. You will always get a story behind, you know what I'm saying, almost every SB release they come out with. And it's for the community. A lot of these skate parks are community skate parks. A lot of these skate shops are in the local community. My local skate shop where I purchased the Matcha and where I purchased the CSEF, they have events going on. They have local events where you can win prizes. There's DJs, there's skateboarding events, there's food, pizza, and stuff like that. That's for the community. I never saw Michael Jordan come to my state of Connecticut, or even come to New York and hold events. Michael Jordan event, free giveaways, win free prizes. You don't see that type of stuff. There are not enough Michael Jordan stores throughout the country for them to even try to do stuff like that. But there are plenty of skateboarding shops for them to do stuff like that throughout the country. That's the difference. That's the difference, man. You know? And like at my age, man, I don't want what everybody has on their feet. I don't. I want to stand out. And it's not to gain compliments or to gain likes. It's just how I feel about myself. When I look around, I put my outfit on. You know, I feel good putting on a fresh outfit as somebody who grew up less fortunate. I feel good putting on a nice pair of sneakers that I like. And who doesn't like a compliment? Who doesn't like somebody to stare at their sneakers? You know? Who doesn't like that? We are in a times where people are followers. People want what's hot. They want what everybody else thinks is hot. They want what the next person likes. And we're also living in the times where everything just looks the same. Like every woman, that's a little off topic, but every woman, you know what I'm saying, has to have a butt, and you know what I'm saying, and has to look all dialed up with the eyelashes and all that shit. You know, that's the times we're living in. That really is the times we're living in. But that's going to be a different topic for a different video, which I may do today. You may get 2 videos today. But, yeah, man, I don't want to be like everybody else, man. I really don't want to be like everybody else. And, you know, Nike SB, when you put on a Nike SB, that's a nice colorway, a nice collab. You're not like everybody else. That's my main point for this video. You're not going to see everybody rocking these SBs. You're not. A lot of these skateboarders get these SBs, they skate them up, they scuff them up. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're designed for. They're made to skate in. But you also have people like me that are into love sneakers. And, you know what I'm saying, love SBs. And we're just going to rock them casually and keep them nice and clean. And we're going to get our compliments. But a lot of you dudes, man, are influenced by these sneaker YouTubers, man. You may not like a shoe as much, but you keep watching videos from these sneaker YouTubers. Now the sneaker has grown on you. Or you may just be stuck into the Jordan phase, stuck into his legacy, what he has done. But let me tell you, man, that shit don't matter, man. You are spending too much money. Spending $200 plus tax. I don't care if you say, oh, I can afford it, blah, 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 whatever you say. I don't care, bro.
Game changer complete.
Sorry about that. I don't care what you say about, I can afford this, I can afford that. That's not the point. The point is everybody loves saving money. Who doesn't like getting fresh, but you can save money while still being fresh? You can do that with a Nike SB spending $135. And you're getting extra laces, you're getting a cool story behind it, you're getting nice packaging. Not everybody and their mother's gonna have that shoe, be able to get that shoe. That's pretty much why I'm over in Jordans and I'm picky and choosy, man. Like, the old me, I would have got the Mellow 12s. I would have got the UNC Reimagine. I would have got the Bread 11 lows. That's like $700 alone. Those 3 pairs of shoes are $700. Now, if there's 3 SBs that are releasing back to back to back for $135 each, that's around 4. So I'm saving myself like $300. I'm saving myself $300 on top of the fact that I know I'm not even going to wear the sneakers that fast. Like, a lot of you dudes, you're buying these Jordan Retros. Some of you bought double up on the Bread 11 lows. Some of you are getting the UNCs. You're getting the freaking Mellow 12s. You're getting the rare Air 3s, rare Air 4s. And you're not going to wear them this year. You may not even wear them till maybe next year because you have other shoes. You didn't wear the Black Cat 3s yet. You didn't wear the Columbia 11s yet. You didn't wear your Lost and Founds enough. I'm just naming random shoes that I know a lot of you dudes haven't worn enough yet. And of course, there are some people that wear their sneakers immediately, that wear their sneakers, but there are a lot of dudes who only save their sneakers for a certain special occasion. And then you're saving that sneaker for a special occasion, and it's not a special sneaker. I'm sorry, a sneaker that restocks over and over and that tons of buy, sell, trade stores have it early, tons of pairs. There's nothing special about that shoe. Even if you wait a year, 2 years, 3 years to wear it, there's nothing special about it. And resale is shit. I'm sorry, it's going to be kind of a long video, man, because I got to get this shit off my mind, man. But I've been pulling out sneakers back from like 2015. The ask is high, but the bid is super low. Like, yeah, it's an older shoe. So let me give you an example. Like the Gatorade, the green colorway, right? The ask is high, but what somebody is willing to pay is low. My Derek Jeter Respect, Jordan ones that I recently got rid of, they asking $250, but the bid is like $150. Just a few examples. It does not matter how long you hold on to a shoe. Yeah, the shoe may be rare because there's not many pairs in that size that are dead stock, but what somebody is willing to pay for that shoe is super low. So what are you really collecting for? Ask yourself that. Are you collecting for yourself, or are you collecting behind Jordan Brand's nostalgia? Are you collecting behind trying to keep up with people? Like, you really got to ask yourself this. Do you collect because you're really a sneakerhead and into sneakers? If you're collecting because you're a sneakerhead really into sneakers, then you won't just focus on Jordans. You would have a phase where you say, you like me, you look at the price point, you look at what you're getting for the price point, you say, man, I got to cut back. I got to start buying something else, maybe Adidas, Saucony, or like I'm talking about Nike SBs. Like the recently purchased CSEF Dunk, the College Skateboarding Educational Fund, a beautiful story behind that. Teaching kids how to skate while they earn a scholarship. You can go on their website. Their website is csef.com. You can donate or purchase a shirt to help towards the cause. Not saying Jordan Brand doesn't give back and stuff like that, but there are not many releases like that one. You can't go and see a cool story, a community story about a Jordan releasing. Yeah, it may release in the community, but there's no actual story behind that. Michael Jordan Brand is not for the community like these skateboard shops are. That's the difference. I'm sorry if it seemed like a rant. I'm sorry if it seemed like I was talking around points. I apologize, man. But, you know what I'm saying? To sum it up, man, that's my whole point for this video. My whole point for this video is I'm not the old me, man. I don't go after every single Jordan release. Because the price point is not there, man. It's not worth it. Paying $200 for a pair of sneakers in a box, I'm not getting anything extra with it. And then it restocks a bunch of times. I'll see tons of people wearing it. And then maybe it even goes on sale and I regret. That's another thing too before we go. Let me talk about that. Too many times, or this year I tried to avoid that. It happened to me with the black toe. It happened to me with the women's Jordan 4. I don't want to say seafoam. What's that colorway? The greenish colorway. I did a short on it, everything. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But those two alone that I could think of, I paid full price for it. They went on sale. That's another thing about Jordans where I'm done. Unless I really, really, really want it, gotta have it right there and there. That doesn't happen with Nike SBs. That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen too often, man. And if they do, it's not low. Like say if it releases for 135, and then the resale will go up. It wouldn't. A Nike SB would never release under retails. What I'm saying, it would never be under the retail. The resale will drop on a Nike SB, but the retail won't, and that's the difference with Jordans. And because the Jordan retail is so high, it kills you. And even if it did, even if a Nike SB did go under retail, you're not going to be as mad because retail's only 135. So if you pay 135 plus tax and it drops down to 110 or 100, whatever. But when you're paying $200 and it goes on sale for 140, 150, you're feeling some type of way. That's the difference, guys. So yeah, man. That's just how I feel, man. I'm not buying every single Jordan release. The white cement 4s, I'm obviously gonna go after. That's a shoe that won't go on sale, won't go under retail for sure. And yeah, man, Nike SBs, man. I love Nike SBs. I love the packaging. I love the story that comes behind a lot of them. They are for the community. And that's just what it is, man. Y'all comment down below. Let me know how y'all feel about what I talked about in this video. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, share, all that good stuff, man. Help me get to 5,000, man. We on the road to 5,000 subscribers. Once we get to 5,000 subscribers, I am doing a double giveaway. One is going to a subscriber I already know. Rafael Colon, it's going to him, and the second one will go to a random subscriber who, however I feel like doing it, that's showing the most love and whatever, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'll see you on the next one, man. Peace and love.